Alright, so she uses this thing just to vacuum, like I said, pretty regular on a daily basis, so this is what's going on. It just quits. It starts, I can start it again, and it quits. So it keeps doing that, and you know, if you get the manual out, it says that the filter might be dirty or whatever, but what I found is cleaning this. I mean, first of all, look at this canister. That canister doesn't hold very much. I mean, we're talking, what, 5 inches? And, you know, like I said, it's not designed to do a whole house, but she uses it, like I said, vacuums all the time with it, and it's acting up again. So this is what I did the last time, and it solved the problem. Hopefully it'll do it again. So one more time. See, it just quits. So let me show you what I did. Alright, so first off, if you go online or even the manual, you know, if this happens, this filter supposedly gets dirty, and what causes this problem? It's not the case in this case. It could be in your case, but this filter is washable. Blow it off or whatever. But all right, so this is what we got here. Just this piece. I'm going to take this this canister off. Again, this canister. Oh boy, hit the wrong button. Wow, it's like stones in here. What the hell's she been vacuuming? All right, so I want to take this whole piece off. There we go. Ain't worried about that. Basically what I'm going to do is take this whole entire thing apart, and there's nothing really online that shows you how to do that. So a couple years ago I did it, and the thing worked fine for a while. But you see how this is dirty. You could blow that out, and then this cone in here, it gets dirty. You could blow that out as well. But what I end up doing is taking this whole thing apart, all these little you know, avenues where the suction and dust gets collected. You'll see it gets pretty dirty, although this shouldn't be this dirty this time, because the first time I did it was I don't know, I had it a couple of years and never did it. This, I think I did this like 6-7 months ago, so it shouldn't be as dirty as the first time. But let me show what I'm talking about. Alright, so I kind of forgot how this thing actually comes apart, but it's going to be a little learning curve again. But I do know, you know, originally I thought, well, maybe it's the battery when this thing kept quitting, but it's not the battery. This is actually the original battery, and like I said, this thing's a few years old. It's not the battery, but the battery does have to come off, and there's a little hole here for a little Phillips screwdriver. Do remember that. And this thing just slides right out. Used to. Here, there's another screw. Oh, there is another screw. There's one on this side too. I believe this thing just slides right out. Yeah. So to replace the battery probably ain't a bad idea at this point. I don't even know if you can get this battery anymore. Like I said, when this thing first came out is when I bought it. But anyway, it's not the battery. The battery's charging. It's just it's not lasting. It's got nothing to do with the battery, at least the first time. So disconnected the battery. Now this whole motor has to come apart from this section, and I believe it's, yeah, as memory serves, yeah, there's like, you're not going to be able to see in there, but going straight down in here, yeah, you can't even see it. Jeez. There's like 2 little white tabs. I wish I could show you. It's just dark. Let me see. See if I can get a pointer. If you follow this, you know, right down in this crack here, there's 2 little white tabs, and they have to be. It's like a ring around this whole purple mechanism. Has to be squeezed together so it releases it, and it is problematic. I gotta tell you, I don't have a tool for it. You know, I don't work for Dyson, but think I used, like I said, they probably have a tool that makes this like 2 seconds. Oop, just about had it. There it goes. All right, so I just released. I can see him release. It's caught on something. It's probably dust and dirt hanging it up. Alright, so there's one. There's 2 tabs. Yeah, it's coming out. It's separating. I don't know if you can see that. It's separating. I don't want to break. It's just plastic. But that's how I did it before. Oh, yeah, I think it's just dirt. Alright, so this is what I was talking about. These 2 little things, see how you squeeze them together? And it kind of just releases, you know, the little plastic ears here. So it's literally that easy. Yeah, it's probably just got a little dirt in there that was making it bind up a little bit. What I'm interested in is this booger here. So as you can see in here, a lot of dust, a lot of dirt. Alright, so the next thing, I believe this whole thing separates here. I kind of forgot how it goes, but it does look like a little tab here. I really forgot how this thing goes, or how it gets separated. Okay. Might have to go get a pick, get underneath here. Looks like a... Oh yeah, now I remember. This is kind of flexible, this... Let me get a little screwdriver, a little eyeglass screwdriver. This is kind of flexible, this purple stuff, so I think it's just got a... just little... Whoop, don't rip anything. Little tabs in there that's holding this sucker on. Might have to get a couple of them there. Like I said, it's problematic, this whole thing. Oh, just broke my screwdriver. Cool! Once they get a couple of them off, if I remember correctly, they start popping off. I wouldn't get like too crazy. Oh, it's too thin. I mean, this is just a lot of work for cleaning this thing, but it does solve the problem. Alright, see how I just popped there? And you just kind of work the next tab. There goes another one. And just work your way around it. Like I said, it's flexible. I don't think anything's going to break, but except for your screwdriver. There goes another one. Then I work, eventually it'll just fall off of there. There goes another one. Once I get it off, I'll show you the little tabs. There goes that's it. Alright, so it's basically just these little tabs that plug in. See, this thing is flexible, so I don't think it can break, but see all this crap in there. See, this isn't nearly as dirty as it was before. This was just all caked up with this white stuff, so I'm surprised this thing is still quitting. But I do have to take off this piece up here. Yeah, a lot of stuff still falling out. So let me see what the next move is. Again, it's been so long, I forgot. The first time I did it, I was just kind of like plugging along, loosening this, loosening that. There's screws here somewhere holding this thing on. Oh, here we go. You can't see them, but oh yeah, now I remember. Those are Torx, of all things. Torx bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta go get my Torx bit. And then this piece comes off next. And then there's actually more Torx where you can't see. I'll show you in a second. Let me get that off. Alright, so I got a little T8, I think it is. At least that's came out of the cradle, T8. But if I'm not mistaken, these will come out no problem. And there are the other ones, I think I had a problem with that. Just because of the angle, if I remember correctly, but 5, that's it, 5 of them. Alright, so this piece comes off. It's dirty, but again, there was so much crud before. Alright, so this piece here, there's a little rubber gasket here, I remember. I'm not going to take that off yet. Now from this point, I got to get a light, I guess. Oh, there they are. Yeah, I don't think this is going to reach. Oh yeah, that was the problem. See, the next Torx, they're in these cracks here. Every crack, but you can see them in there, at least I can. The problem is this won't fit in. I forgot how I did that. I think, yes, it's all coming back to me now. See, if you had a Torx 8 and a screwdriver like this, no problem. Right? Take them right out. The lowest I got is a 10. Now I remember. I've got an 8 and a bit, which fits into this, but it won't fit in here. So I think what I did was I used a little eyeglass flathead screwdriver. Pretty sure, because I didn't feel like going to the parts store and buying a this isn't the way you should do it, but I remember being lazy last time and not getting a number 8 Torx bit. This one does fit. So because these are plastic, it isn't like they're torqued down to any amount of torque. I gotta see in there. The screwdriver's a little bit too big. Yeah, I just need a little flathead that, just for the two sides. You understand? Oh, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah. So just using a little flathead, really thin flathead eyeglass repair, jewelers, whatever you call them. That's how I got them out. Now I remember. I'm going to have to get me a number 8. Like I said, I don't know if you can see this. This little flathead, it's just grabbing two sides of that Torx, but it fits in perfect. Everything's coming back. Memory serves me. Alright, see how it's separating there? Oh, there's two here. Two here on the collar. I was gonna, why ain't this coming out? Once again, oh, I could probably get to, where's the regular Torx? Yeah, that'll fit. The two on the collar there, you can get regular. Alright, so there's 4, 5, 6. 6 of these. Oop, these are little. These are smaller. Oh, where's them? Alright, so yeah, there we go. Alright, so now the cover comes off. And where's your bolts? Yeah, these are all the same size. So there's 4 and 2 little ones on the collar. Alright, so what's the next move? The next move is, yeah, I thought so. I think this just peels right off. Little gasket. It's just rubber. It's not like it's sealed or nothing. Just kind of peel it back. Work it loose. And that's it. That's all you got. Again, this doesn't seem that dirty to me. Maybe some of these little pinholes are, you know, dirty. But I'm going to take everything apart. Even this thing comes apart. These little things come just pop right off of these. I don't know if that's rubber or doesn't really feel like rubber, some kind of fiber. I'm just going to peel everything back and go to town on cleaning this whole thing. That's that. Yeah, so that's pretty much all the parts. Blew them out, cleaned them up. I was trying to do this like real time. I keep getting interrupted or have to go get a tool or whatever. So it's about 15-20 minutes to do this. But you know, minus the canister, I didn't clean that. That's just a dust collector there. And I did not clean this, which I'm going to snap that back into place just because it gets cleaned on a pretty regular basis. So I don't feel like getting it wet because it's got to dry out before you can use it again. So this is just your, I guess you would call it primary filter, but you can wash this in water and get that clean. So that's not bad. So now putting this back together. Oh, there was this piece came out of what was it? This center piece here. I didn't show that. I forgot to. Basically, this stuff can only go back one way, so I mean there's a lot of parts here, but it can only fit one way. There's a little U-ring here. This is a little rubber gasket. After everything's, this is a rubber gasket too. I elected not to take that one out just because it looks a little problematic. So I'm just going to leave that in. I don't feel like, I mean it's still pliable. It looks like it can come out of there, but I left it in. So that just gets plugged back in like so. It's got to fit in this channel here. Just these little plastic pieces. I don't have my glasses on, but it's more of a feel thing. It looks like it. Yeah. Just make sure the lip is on the outside of that. It's like 2 little channels, fits right in. And I can see down in there that everything's fitting good. So that's good. So that's that piece. Let me see what was next. Like I said, this it can only go back together one way. So see how they got a space here? Like everything's kind of, and there's a little space. So corresponding space like that. So let's see. This is the top. This gasket had to go on. Let's see what on here. So again, I think it can only go on one way. Like there's a long piece here. So that's where that goes. And it would have to go this way just because you can see there it's got a little indent for the indent there. Oop, I missed a piece. Missed a little bit of slag. I did rinse this off. It seems to be some kind of rubber fabric. It's not really rubber, but I'm pretty sure it'll rip too if you're not too careful. So just insert on each hole. Yep, see the hole lines up? Like I said, the holes line up. I don't think you could put it on backwards or any other way. So then this piece fits over this. Let's see, does this go in first? No, it doesn't. So this must go, let's do a little dry run here. That goes like that. Will this piece go in here? Maybe it does go in here. Let's see. Oh yeah, because those 5 holes. Let me see. Yep, it can only go in one way. You try to put it in any other way, it won't fit. So, it's even got a little, you can't go wrong. So that's that. It doesn't really snap in, but it does get placed in there. So now this piece goes over, let's see, where are the screw holes? Am I missing any screw holes? This piece goes on the bottom. See how many ways this can go on. Yep, that can only go on one way too. This little bulge here can only go on one way. But let's remember where them screws were. Could I get to everything? Without the screws in place, this is the way it's got to go on. Just trying to figure out. If I can get to all the screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. It appears that way. This is the cap. So I'm wondering if I can bolt everything down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I can get to everything right here. Alright, so it's basically all together. This goes over, but I can't put that on yet. So the collar things was the 2 little guys. Oops, grab the big guy. 2 little guys. There's my little, I think I was using this one. Nope. Nope. There's my little, oh, there it is. That's it. One. Alright, so that's that. Probably be a little easier to get to these guys down here without that cap on. This could be a little problematic finding these. Because I don't know if this ain't magnetic. Down here. It's in the hole. I'm not going to tighten it up yet. Let's get them all started. Alright, those are in. Looks like the seal is sealed. I don't see any problems. Everything looks good. Alright, now let's put this puppy on, put the battery back on, see if this fucker works. There's a little groove there. A little groove here. Now this just snaps on. Remember I was popping them things off? Oop. Still a little wet. That's it. She's back together, man. Alright. Of course this goes in like so. And then this piece, remember this, the motor? I don't think you have to do anything special here. Pretty sure, because these are got little angles to them. Pretty sure if you start the top, yeah, it looks like it would catch under there. I'm just gonna this little piece. Start it at the top. There it goes. That's it. Start it at the top. Let's put the battery back in. Is it the wrong bit? Hey, that's a Phillips. Phillips screwdriver. And last but not least, it's in the hole. Alright, let's put the canister back on. I probably should wait till this is dry, but I'm not gonna. Dust in the face. Alright, let me put this thing, put the hose back on here and see if this thing dies. Alright, here goes nothing. Yeah, she's working. Cool. So I used to just quit. 2 seconds it would quit. Now it seems like it's back to normal. Of course you got the max button. That's normal. Max. Well, there you have it. This will be good for another year until it gets dirty. I don't know what to say. I mean, the battery on this thing, you know, I'm thinking it's replaceable. I don't think it's a battery in this case. It just gets dirty. This filter here, it's like I said, the manual says to clean that if you have this symptoms where it comes on and shuts off by itself. But no matter how many times you clean that, once again, this was pretty clean. I'm surprised it stopped working actually. You know, being intermittent stopped working because, like I said, the first time I took this apart, it's probably a year ago, if not more. You couldn't even see any screws. I mean, the Torx. You know, everything was just caked on dust, hair, you name it. You couldn't see nothing. So it took me a long time to figure out how to get this thing apart. And of course, you know, based on memory, it all came back, but you do need a number 8 Torx bit for sure, like a screwdriver deal. That'll be helpful. If not, a little flathead eyeglass thing will do the trick. But there you have it. Back in action. All right, thanks for watching.